Hi, boys and girls. This is Ms. Kathy. I'm so happy you've joined me today for another story just for you. The Cat That Came Back by Olive E. Townsend. What should I do with Chester while I'm on vacation? My daughter asked. She lived 8 miles out of town and didn't want Chester roaming the hills and woods without someone checking on him. He can stay with me, I offered. So on the morning of our departure, Chester was hustled into a laundry basket for safekeeping and driven down the hill. Protesting every mile of the way, he arrived at my home, a very frightened animal. Although I did everything I could think of to make him feel at home, he refused to eat or sleep. I felt sure that it must be either the difference in food or the overexuberance of my little dog Peg that made Chester so restless and unhappy. I didn't realize that he was suffering from plain, old-fashioned homesickness. For several days, Chester roamed about my neighborhood like a lost soul, and then he disappeared altogether. I walked up and down the streets, peering down driveways and calling, "Chester! Chester!" but he didn't appear. How I dreaded the thought of telling my daughter that her beloved cat had vanished. When she returned, I phoned to tell her the sad news, but to my astonishment, I was told that the neighbors on the hill reported seeing a cat that looked the spit-and image of Chester. And they were right. A few moments later, Chester appeared at my daughter's back door, a bag of bones, but still able to purr his happiness. The cat had come back. How he traveled 8 miles from my house to hers, I cannot tell. Chester had to cross busy boulevards, find his way through unfamiliar streets, and climb miles of wooded hills. I now realize more fully than ever that just as God has given the animals a homing instinct, He has placed in humans a longing to be reunited with the Heavenly Father. There may be unfriendly streets to traverse and dangerous highways to cross. There may be hills where the going is hard and the undergrowth heavy. There may be deep ravines. But if we will let Him, God will surely lead us home to the safety of His love.
The story you have heard today is from Guide's Greatest Stories, written by various authors and compiled by Randy Fishel, and used with permission from the Pacific Press Publishing Association. If you're interested in any other books published by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, please visit AdventistBookCenter.com or call 1-800-765-6955.
This podcast is a production of the Carolina Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.